Hello, everyone. You're welcome to another edition of the Nabila Show with me, Nabila Abdullahi, on the Nabila Abdullahi YouTube channel, your home of exclusivity. Um, I'm here just to give you an update of what has been happening in Germany following our announcement in our last two episodes that the leadership of the Ghana Football Association, led by the GFA president and his entourage, were in Germany to try and convince Otto Addo to accept the job as head coach of the Black Stars. We have an update from that. We also have an update on Chris Hughton, and it's getting quite interesting. I remember most of you have sent me messages saying that I should always go to the point. Yes, so today I'm going to go straight to the point. No winding about, just to tell you what the stories are and what has been happening in recent times. So first, the leadership of the Ghana FA that left to Germany over the last weekend had the GFA president, had the technical director of the Ghana Football Association, Behan Lippert, and Anthony Baffo. These were three-man team that went to Germany to meet Otto Addo. We can report that Otto Addo has accepted the role to coach the Black Stars in the games against Nigeria. That will be happening in March. We can report that the GFA have also spoken to Borussia Dortmund. They've gotten approval from Borussia Dortmund to have Otto Addo to manage the Black Stars, and it is in the interim. It is in the interim. Let me emphasize that it is in the interim. No long-term agreement in place for Otto Addo and the Ghana Football Association. The agreement is for Otto Addo to manage the Black Stars for the last round of the World Cup qualifiers against Nigeria. So the entourage are expected back to Ghana on Friday. We understand that when they arrive in the country, there's going to be an interesting meeting with the Prime Minister of the country, because those of you who have been following the Nabila Show are very privy to all the conversations we've had about the Prime Minister having spoken to the GFA president and suggesting to him to hire Chris Hughton as the head coach of the Black Stars. We understand that there was a meeting at the Jubilee House. We've tried cross-checking that. Some people have denied. Some people have confirmed. At this point, we will have to make a decision on where it is most appropriate. The meeting at the Jubilee House, we were made to understand that had Chris Hughton, had the Prime Minister, had other high-powered members within the political space that met at the Jubilee House, where it is reported, per our understanding, sources have told us that Jubilee House have given their blessing for Chris Hughton to be appointed the Black Stars head coach. But as we speak, there isn't any official communication between the GFA and Chris Hughton. As we've mentioned a couple of times, the GFA are expected to meet Chris Hughton within this week to see if they could finalize an agreement with him. But again, there isn't any official communication that we can say with all the sanctity in us. However, people continue to play the political card to make sure that Chris Hughton gets the job. The Prime Minister has been working on Chris Hughton getting the job for the last 7 years. And this is the time they believe confident that they will get it. Again, let me state something that is categorically clear. Government have no interest in who becomes the GFA president. Many people will be confused about this. Don't be confused. I'll explain why. When I say government have got no interest on who becomes the Black Stars head coach, what I mean is that officially, government is yet to take a position. Government is yet to take a position in the sense that government have not been officially, maybe, let me say, from the ministry all the way to because the minister represents government in terms of sports. And when there's an official position from government, it goes all the way up there. But we all know the Prime Minister and the strings he can pull. Probably he's going beyond the government representatives for football, for sports, and taking it a notch higher. We do know that the last conversation that ensued was Otto Addo, Ibrahim Tanko. That is what we can always report. And at this point, since Otto Addo has accepted a job, it's just a matter of roping in Ibrahim Tanko into the picture. We also understand Maxwell Konedu, who was the assistant coach to Milovan Rajvac, is likely to be removed from his role because members of the FA were not impressed. But anything can change. There are always last-minute changes to other things. We also know there are other conversations happening with other people. Maybe until they get to a stage that we have a clear picture on those people, then we can put it out there. But at this point, what we do know is that Otto Addo has accepted, Borussia Dortmund has approved Otto Addo to become the Black Stars head coach. The entourage is expected back to the country on Friday. There's going to be a meeting with the Prime Minister that very day when the entourage returns to the country. But it is going to be, I understand, it's going to be between the President of the Football Association and that of the Prime Minister. We cannot tell what time that meeting is going to happen, but we do know that there's going to be a meeting. The Chris Hughton meeting at the presidency happened at about 13 hours GMT on Tuesday, and what we've picked up, there's a blessing from the presidency that Chris Hughton should be made the next. So it's quite an interesting episode that we have here. GFA's position, Otto Addo. Some people within government, let me not say government, some people within government position is Chris Hughton. We continue to chase for the details, and as and when we get all those details, we would always share them with you. Muftau Nabila Abdullahi, for the Nabila Show.